Alright, let's see how my YouTube channel is performing. My family has been a really good contribution into helping my channel grow. Wow, I never imagined that my channel would grow this quickly. Perhaps, I may be just as popular as CoComelon, or even Super Simple Songs. Wait, why do these doors just show up in the house? They weren't there before. Oh, no, not you again, Miss Trunchbull. Why in the world are you in my house again? Didn't we tell you not to come back here anymore?
Well, if it isn't Motor Car Lawnmower Childish Dad. Why are you making baby show videos and uploading them to YouTube?
Hey, why do you have to know this? I like creating kids videos, and my channel is growing and becoming more popular every day. Do you have a problem with this?
Yes, I do. The main reason is, you're too old to be making nursery rhyme videos because those are for babies. You should be uploading content that is for all ages instead.
Hey, that's none of your business, okay? I am a preschool bus driver, if you haven't found out already. And I like my job. Besides, the preschool and kindergarten kids who ride the bus are actually enjoying my channel.
I don't care. Does it look like I care? I don't think so, you motor car lawnmower crybaby. I demand that you stop making kids videos, and stop driving the preschool bus, and drive the bus for middle schoolers or high schoolers instead. Those baby songs are why you act like a big baby.
I'm not going to stop making kids videos, because my channel is growing every day. And I love doing what I do. So why don't you mind your own business, and get out of my house, before I call the police?
Childish Dave, how dare you talk back to me like that? Haven't your parents taught you any manners? You know I can put you into the special timeout corner for that. And besides, that's my laptop you're using right now, and I demand you give me my laptop.
For your information, that is not your laptop. That is my laptop, and my wife bought it for my birthday last year. So why don't you leave me and my family alone for once? Otherwise, I will be calling the police.
That is not your laptop, that is my laptop, and if you don't hand it to me in the next 5 to 10 minutes, you will be sent to the special timeout corner, and there you will learn a big lesson on how you're not to talk back to me like you're doing right now. Also, I demand that you delete your kids' channel because those baby songs are making you throw tantrums like a toddler.
What? I want you to leave my house right now, Miss Trunchbull. I mean, entitled Karen. You're being very delusional right now, and what you are saying doesn't make sense. We have no special timeout corner in the house. In fact, no place in GoAnimate City has one.
You see. You're throwing a temper tantrum right now, aren't you? Lawnmower Motorcar. This is why I demand you delete your YouTube channel and then give me my laptop.
Dave, what is going on now? Oh my goodness, Miss Trunchbull, what in the world are you doing in our house?
I demand that all three of you get out of my house immediately, or I will have you put into the special timeout corner.
Now just you wait, you entitled Karen. This is our house, and you don't own it. And why are you bothering my husband?
He needs to give me back my laptop, number one, and number two, he also needs to stop making baby shows because he is too old for them. That is why he is throwing tantrums like a big baby. Or should I say, Lawnmower Motorcar.
Don't you talk about him like that. Yes, he may still overreact to certain things, but he has improved his behavior a lot from the past year. So I suggest you leave our house immediately. Or I am going to have to call the police.
No, I'm not leaving until this crybaby gives me back my laptop, or I will have to send him to the special timeout corner.
For your information, Miss Karen, there is no such thing as a special timeout corner anymore. We had this discussion the day you were a substitute for my homeroom class.
Yeah, this is 2023. And we don't do special timeout corners anymore.
I don't care. The world revolves around me, and therefore I get to make all the rules. and I don't care if it's 2023 or 1950. I am going to find someone to build special timeout corners in this house. There is a new rule in GoAnimate City that states that every building needs a special timeout corner.
No, there is no such rule. Karen. Now, why don't you leave our family alone?
Enough with the back talk, Motor Car Jr. If you talk back to me one more time, I'm sending you to the special timeout corner, and you will also serve detention with me after school for the next 2 weeks. Motor Car, are you going to delete your YouTube channel and stop making baby show videos like I told you to do several times?
Miss Trunchbull, that is enough. My husband really loves his job driving the preschoolers and kindergartners to school. And that's why he created his YouTube channel. My kids and I also watched his videos, and I thought they were amazing.
No, they are not good videos at all. In fact, they are worse than Coco Melon and Super Simple Songs. Motor Car, I want you to delete your channel and stop making baby show videos because you're too old for baby shows. Hey, put me down this instant, crybaby. I do not deserve to be treated like this.
Stop it. Just stop it. And I do not want you near our property, ever. Do you understand?
You may have won, but someday you'll hear from my lawyer before you know it.
That is the silliest comment I have ever heard. We know that if you try to sue me and my family, the judge is not going to hold the case.
You know what I've been thinking lately? It's good that I'm back at college after my younger brother Joseph got me falsely suspended. And very importantly, I'm going to talk to the Dean of Students about how this cannot happen anymore, to any student. But first, I need to get ready for my classes. And after my last class of the day, I'm going to discuss my ideas with the Dean of Students, and I hope he will approve them, because this is something to seriously take into consideration. First, I'm going to check to see I have everything I need for my classes. Binder, check. Notebooks, check. Pencils, check. Assignments, check. Laptop, check. Looks like I have everything for my classes.
Hello Arthur, what brings you to my office this time? And how may I help you today?
I'm here because I want to recommend that there be safeguards in place so that no student at this university gets falsely suspended, like what just happened to me not too long ago.
And what are the recommendations?
My first recommendation is, the university should have lie detector tests. If a professor assumes a particular student is plagiarizing a homework assignment, or copying the answers off of an exam, or whatnot. And if a student fails a lie detector multiple times, have that student suspended for academic dishonesty. My other recommendation is for the university staff to keep an eye on all students to make sure they are telling the truth and not doing academic dishonesty of any kind. In that way, we can ensure that no student falsely gets another student suspended, like what happened to me just recently.
Let me think for a few seconds about this.
Okay.
You know what, Arthur? That is an excellent idea. I haven't even thought of it myself. Especially because we've seen more academic dishonesty in recent years than ever before. I think the university should implement this new system. And that should decrease academic dishonesty a lot, and especially, that should also decrease instances of someone else trying to get another student falsely suspended. I'm going to send an email to all the students and staff here at the university, so that they can be informed of what's going on.
Thank you so much. How long do you think this will take for the new system to be implemented?
I think that will be a while, like the beginning of next semester at the earliest. For sure, we should have the new system in place by the beginning of the 2024-2025 school year.
Wait a minute.
What is it, Arthur?
I know a way to speed up the process, so that we can have the system in place sooner.
And what is that? I don't think it would be possible.
Actually, it is possible to speed up the process. It's just that you need to use GoAnimate logic in order for this to happen.
Oh, now I remember. Thanks for pointing that out, Arthur. The university will be implementing lie detector tests for all of our students.
I'm going to go back to the dorms because I need to study. But I'm glad the new safeguards will be in place.
I guess, in that case, I am also going to email Arthur's parents about the new safeguards.
Arthur, we are so proud of you for suggesting that your college implement a system to make sure that students don't do any academic dishonesty.
We are especially proud of you for thinking of that idea after Joseph got you falsely suspended. Because of this, we decided we should go somewhere for dinner tomorrow night. What are you thinking in particular?
I was thinking, let's go to Dave & Buster's, my favorite restaurant in the entire world.
Sounds fine with me. Arthur, DW, Kate, and Joseph, your father and I have something we want to share with you. And I think you're all going to like what I'm going to say.
What is it, Mom and Dad?
We would like to announce that we just bought tickets to go to Great Wolf Lodge this weekend.
Wait a minute. Did I just hear what I thought I heard? Did you say we're going to Great Wolf Lodge?
Exactly, Joseph. That's what I just said. We're all going to Great Wolf Lodge this weekend.
I'm very excited to go to Great Wolf Lodge. Never been there, but I've seen photos of the place before, and I think it looks like it'll be fun.
I could not agree with you more, Arthur.
Yeah. This is the best moment in my life. I cannot wait to go to Great Wolf Lodge because it looks like a lot of fun. Going down the water slides, and a lot of other stuff they may have there.
However, Joseph, I need to tell you something, and it has to do with your behavior. Your father and I don't want you to throw any temper tantrums while we're at Great Wolf Lodge. Do you understand?
Yes, Mom and Dad, I promise I will behave myself.
Hey, Arthur and DW, how likely do you think that Joseph isn't going to keep his promise?
It's very likely he's going to throw one of his childish tantrums, like he always does whenever we go places.
I am thinking the exact same thing. This trip is going to be very embarrassing, I'm afraid.
Yay, Great Wolf Lodge, here we are, for the first time ever.
That's right, Joseph, we finally made it to Great Wolf Lodge. But remember what we told you a few days ago. You need to be on your absolute best behavior, and no throwing childish tantrums, or any kind of misbehavior. Otherwise you will be grounded. Okay?
I understand, Mom and Dad.
Alright then, let's get checked into our hotel room, and then we will head on over to the water park.
How long do you think it'll take before we go to the water park?
I'd say, around 20 to 30 minutes.
Alright, now we're at the water park, what should we all do? Any ideas, anyone?
I know what we should do, let's go down a big water slide. It doesn't matter to me which one it is.
Alright then, we're going to go down the slide. Come on everyone, and Joseph, remember to behave yourself.
I can't wait to go down a big water slide. This is going to be so much fun. Finally being able to do so after so many years. Oh great! Why do we have to wait in such a long line, forever? This is not good. I want to go down the water slide, right now.
Well, Joseph, you're going to have to wait your turn, just like everyone else. That's something you need to understand.
No. I don't want to wait my turn. I want to go down the water slide right this instant. I want to go down the water slide. 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 I want to go down the water slide.
My goodness, this is so embarrassing.
I knew this was going to happen.
Dora, this is reminding me of the day you and I went to the zoo, and Dave was throwing a childish tantrum.
I know, right? The only thing is Dave has improved his behavior since then. Also, doesn't that kid look like he is 10 or 11 years old?
Yeah, and as a matter of fact, that's Arthur's younger brother Joseph.
Joseph, stop it! Stop acting so dramatic and be patient. Otherwise, we're going back home, and you'll be grounded.
Okay, fine. Yes, I am having the absolute best day in my entire life, finally going down the water slide. This is the best moment. This is just as fun as watching CoComelon, and I really hope they will put on CoComelon in the pool because it is the best show in the universe.
Joseph, even though you threw a little tantrum while waiting in line, we're so proud of you for waiting your turn. Very well done.
Why, thank you, Mom and Dad.
No problem. Anyways, what should we do next?
I've got an idea, follow me.
For those in the water park, may I have your attention please? In just a few minutes, we will be showing The Incredibles. Again, to repeat, we will be showing The Incredibles for those of you in the water park, in just a few minutes.
Seriously, are they going to be showing The Incredibles?
Yes, Joseph. What's wrong with that? The Incredibles is a good film. And I think you may actually like it.
Well, I don't want them to play The Incredibles. I want them to play CoComelon and super simple songs. Please, can you tell the staff to put on CoComelon instead of The Incredibles?
Oh great, here we go again. Joseph is about to throw another one of his tantrums.
I know, right? And who watches CoComelon at 11 years old? That show is especially a baby show such that it makes Barney look like a college professor. It's even worse than Crazy Bus.
Joseph. They're not showing CoComelon, and you need to accept that. Besides, you're too old to be watching CoComelon, like I've told you numerous times.
But why does Great Wolf Lodge have to show The Incredibles instead of CoComelon? CoComelon is a million times better than The Incredibles. I want them to put on CoComelon instead.
Really, Joseph, are you going to act childish again? I told you already, they're not putting on CoComelon.
I don't want to watch The Incredibles, I want to watch CoComelon. Make them put on CoComelon instead of The Incredibles.
Joseph, you need to understand that sometimes, you don't get everything that you wish for. And today, they're showing The Incredibles instead of CoComelon. Also, your mom and I think you're too old to be watching CoComelon.
I want them to put on CoComelon, 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 I want them to put on CoComelon. Is it that complicated to put on CoComelon, seriously?
Joseph, enough with the childish behavior. Now, either we are going to watch The Incredibles, or we're going to have to go home early. You're really embarrassing everyone in the water park.
Is there anything I can help you with?
Yes, I demand that you put on CoComelon instead of The Incredibles, because CoComelon is much better.
Joseph, that is not how you talk to the staff. Okay?
If he doesn't put on CoComelon, then I am going to sue Great Wolf Lodge for over $1 million.
That's not going to happen.
The schedule says that we're going to be watching The Incredibles. Anyways, I'm going to get back to work. I don't have time for this.
Alright then, But remember that I demand you to put on CoComelon instead of The Incredibles, and that is final. Put on CoComelon right now.
Joseph, that is enough.
I want to watch CoComelon. 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 I want to watch CoComelon.
That's it, Joseph Christopher Reed, we're going home, and you'll be grounded.
I want to stay here. 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 I don't want to go home, entitled Catherine.
Joseph. Stop it! Stop acting like a 3-year-old, and act your own age for once, for the love of Burger King. We're going home, and that is final.
This is so unfair. I was having the best moment of my life, and then you had to ruin the moment, entitled Catherine.
Well, excuse me, you crybaby, but I was not the one who demanded the staff to put on CoComelon instead of The Incredibles, and then throw a temper tantrum because they were not showing CoComelon in the water park. Besides, I also wasn't the one throwing a tantrum because we had to wait in line to go down the water slide. That was all you who did that. And because of your behavior, you have ruined our weekend at Great Wolf Lodge.
I'm so sorry, Mom and Dad. Can we please go back? I promise to behave myself this time.
No! We are not going back. Besides, you promised to behave before we arrived at Great Wolf Lodge, and yet you broke your promise. And I really doubt you'll actually keep your promise again.
You're such an entitled Catherine.
Oh, be quiet, Joseph. I need to concentrate on the road.
And stop calling me an entitled Catherine, or whatnot. When we get home, you will immediately go upstairs to your room.
Go upstairs to your room now.
Stop it. Just stop it.
Hey Karen, do you have any idea what is going on these days?
Nothing new really. All we're about to do is watch another episode of Wonder Pets, because I cannot get enough of this show. And Larry Loud is at the store, and he should be back within the next 10 minutes or so. Hold on just a second. I just received a message on WhatsApp. This doesn't look good.
Can I see the message? No, this doesn't look good at all.
I cannot believe that Taurus decided not to be a troublemaker anymore. This is not right. We are going to teach him a lesson about this, and he needs to be back on our side.
First, it was Chorus who stopped being a troublemaker, then DW, then, it was Toll, and now Taurus. Seriously, this has got to stop. People need to understand that the world revolves around us, and they need to do everything we tell them to do. And what do we do about this?
I know, right? And I have an idea in mind. If Taurus doesn't go back on our side, then we are going to sue him for millions upon millions of dollars in court. And I am going to make sure that I win this time, because everyone needs to understand that the world revolves around us. We get everything we want in this world.
That being said, let's head on over to the Hendricks house, because we need to have an important discussion with Taurus.
Good idea, Arthur.
Alright, Taurus. Rosa is going to be home any minute and she wants to watch Super Simple Songs.
Alright. I'm so happy that all of us like that show, and Coco Melon. Those are the best shows in the whole wide world. I'll get it. I wonder who that could be. Arthur? Karen? What are you two doing at my house? You aren't supposed to be here.
Taurus, we cannot believe that you would do this to your friends. Why would you do something like that? Why?
You know that was very insulting of you to do that.
Hey, I don't want to waste any more time with troublemakers, and I realized the things I did in the past, and I learned from them. Now I am happy to be back with my family, and we were about to watch Super Simple Songs and Coco Melon.
There is no way that we are going to let you watch Coco Melon and Super Simple Songs. Those are only for babies, and you're a grown man. Grown men don't watch baby shows.
You should watch shows like The Simpsons, Family Guy, The Office. Not those silly baby shows.
For your information, my family and I have found out that Dave Johnson created a kids YouTube channel a few months ago, and he is becoming very popular. And we were impressed. That's why we decided to watch Super Simple Songs, because our family is planning to also start a kids YouTube channel.
Does it look like we care? No. We don't want you to create a kid YouTube channel because those baby shows are why you throw tantrums like a 3-year-old. And I've been saying the exact same thing to Dave, the childish motorcar crybaby. But he refuses to listen to me, and that's why he and his family act very childish.
Karen, stop it. Just stop it. You and Arthur have no business telling me what I can and cannot watch on TV. Besides, we are not too old to watch Super Simple Songs and Coco Melon. Those are now our favorite shows. Now, if you will just mind your own business and let me be, that would be really helpful.
No, we're not leaving you alone until you rejoin the troublemakers, number 1, and number 2, we demand you to stop watching baby shows.
No, there is no way I am rejoining the troublemakers. Because first and foremost, I was never happy being a troublemaker to begin with. And number 2, I've learned from my mistakes.
I think you made a really big mistake by leaving your entitled friends. And how would you like it if your friends decided to leave you all of a sudden? Have you even considered that?
Look, you troublemakers, I have no time for this nonsense. I'm going back into my house, and keep bothering me like that, and I am going to call the police. This is totally unacceptable.
Excuse me, but that is actually our house.
You're going to start this with me?
That house belongs to me, and you'd better not think about entering, because I'm going to call the police on you if you do that.
Neither of you own this house. Now I want you two to just leave me alone for once. I am not going back to being a troublemaker anymore. And that is final.
Did you talk back to us? You know I can sue you in court for talking back to us that way. You should know better than to do that.
You are so grounded for 1 billion Googleplex generations.
You can't ground me. I am not a troublemaker anymore. Besides, I am a grown-up.
Guess what? We own Goanimate City, and we can ground you whenever we want. And we have. Now go upstairs to your room now. Oh no, not you again, Boris the Teeth Guy. What do you want from us now?
Karen, if it isn't you bothering people again, then I wouldn't have to be here, wouldn't I?
More like, Taurus refuses to rejoin us, and he insists on watching baby shows with his crybaby family.
Well, Taurus doesn't want to be a troublemaker anymore. He has moved on from those days, and he is happy to be back with his family. So why don't the two of you just leave him alone? Otherwise, you can face my teeth. Face it.
we are not leaving Taurus alone until he rejoins the troublemakers. Number 1, and number 2, you're starting to sound like Dave the childish motorcar crybaby.
For the 1 millionth time, I am not rejoining the troublemakers. I have moved on.
And I am not a childish motorcar crybaby. You two are the ones being childish because you're demanding Taurus to rejoin the troublemakers. How dare you call me a childish crybaby? That's it. Face my beautiful teeth. Face it.
Help, help, somebody please help me. Another motorcar crybaby won't leave us alone.
Well, Boris the Teeth Guy, I'm glad you were able to save me from those entitled troublemakers.
Anytime, Taurus. Well, I better get going. But you take care.
Another day, another beautiful afternoon. At any time, I'm going to be invited into this very important Zoom meeting with Karen and Arthur. Good afternoon, Karen and Arthur. Thank you for having me on this important meeting.
Good afternoon, Joseph. How are you doing today?
I'm fine. How are you all doing?
We're doing fine as well. Anyways, we're holding this meeting because we're planning to go to Disneyland in 2 weeks, and I was wondering if you would like to join us.
You know what? That is actually an excellent idea. I want to go to Disneyland with you too, because I haven't been there in years. And I especially want to go on the Casey Jr. train ride, my favorite ride at Disneyland.
Alright then, I'm very happy for this too, and I too haven't gone to Disneyland in years. But I will be buying us plane tickets, and tickets to Disneyland.
I'm also very excited to go to Disneyland because I wasn't able to when I was living with my parents, since I was getting grounded on a daily basis. Not anymore, now I can finally go whenever I want. And I am especially excited to go on the rides at Disneyland.
Anyways, here are the details. The flight leaves Goanimate City for Los Angeles at 2:30 in the afternoon, exactly 2 weeks from today. And we will be in Anaheim for a week, visiting Disneyland and Disney California Adventure. And yes, we can go on kiddie rides at both parks.
That is really good news. I cannot wait to go back to Disneyland, first time in such a long time. And I am especially happy I'm going with you and Arthur. No more getting grounded on a daily basis.
No need to worry about getting grounded, at least for a week. We're going to go on kiddie rides at Disneyland. And we're also going to be watching CoComelon on Netflix while we're not at Disneyland. So we're going to have a really good time. Here is the plan. Karen and I are going to meet you at the park, just like we did when we took you to the CoComelon concert a few months ago. And from there, we're going to the airport.
Anyways, Arthur and I have to get going for now, because we are going to more stores to try and complain to their managers. However, we can't wait to go to Disneyland. So we'll see you in 2 weeks. Have a good rest of your afternoon, Joseph.
And you have a fantastic rest of your afternoon as well, Joseph, and same to you, Karen. We'll see you in 2 weeks. I cannot wait for the trip to Disneyland.
Wow, can't believe that I'm finally going to Disneyland, after so many years. And I especially am looking forward to riding Casey Jr. Circus Train, my favorite ride at Disneyland. This is going to be the very best moment of my entire life. Better than having to do a lot of homework every single day. Yeah, Disneyland, here we are, after such a long time.
And we are going to have a lot of fun for the next week or so, especially going on kiddie rides like Casey Jr. Circus Train.
And we were also going to make sure that we won't have to wait in a long line. If we do end up in a long line, I'm going to make everyone in the line move faster so that we can get on the ride sooner.
Good call, Karen. I really like your thinking. With that said, let's head on over to Casey Jr. Circus Train, my favorite ride ever at Disneyland. Oh no, is it just me, or do we have to wait in a long line?
Joseph, don't you worry. I'm going to make sure that we get on the Casey Jr. train ride in no time.
Can you at least make the line move faster, Karen?
Don't you worry, Joseph. I'm going to make sure that we get on the ride soon. If not, we're going to use TheGoanimator logic to move to the front of the line.
I don't want to wait in line forever. I want to go on Casey Jr. Circus train right now.
Joseph, like I said, we can use TheGoanimator logic to move to the front of the line, and we will go on the ride soon. Don't you worry. I want to go on Casey Jr. Circus train. I want to go on Casey Jr. Circus train. I want to go on Casey Jr. Circus train. I want to go on Casey Jr. Circus train. I want to go on Casey Jr. Circus train. I want to go on Casey Jr. Circus train. Karen, Arthur, please do something about this.
My goodness, a kid who is about 11 or 12 years old, acting like a 3-year-old. This is totally out of the ordinary.
I know, right? Doesn't he know that he has to wait his turn because the train hasn't yet arrived?
I know, right? He should be ashamed of himself for the way he behaves in public. Throwing a childish tantrum.
Hey, I demand that you move to the back of the line, because you're in our place in line, you know that.
Excuse me, but we were here before you arrived here.
That is not true. We were actually here before you, but you decided to cut in line, in front of us. And do you want to know something?
I don't think so. We were here for 10 minutes, but you 3 just arrived. So you'll have to wait until the train comes.
For your information, we own the line, and we were always at the front. So I demand you move to the back of the line, otherwise you will be receiving a call from my lawyer.
That has got to be the silliest comment I have ever heard.
Karen, I'm so glad we never had to wait 15 minutes to get on the train. You're the best.
No, thank you for getting the train to arrive faster.
And Joseph, because of you, we're having the best day at Disneyland, ever.
Say, I think there's a song I would like to sing. The wheels on the train go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the train go round and round, all through Disneyland.
And who still sings the wheels on the bus, and they're 11 or 12 years old?
Does anyone have an idea where Joseph could be right now? He said he was going for a walk, but he hasn't been back for several hours.
I have no idea, but we need to find him, as soon as possible, and he's going to be in so much trouble when he gets home. I think he may be hanging out with his friends who are troublemakers.
Hey Mom and Dad, I need to tell you that Joseph went to Disneyland with Karen and Arthur. I saw the itinerary on his computer.
Oh. My goodness. I can't believe he is hanging out with Karen, and he went to Disneyland with his troublemaker friends. He really is going to be in so much trouble.
Thanks for telling us, Arthur. Let's get DW and Kate and head on over to Disneyland.
And I have an idea. Let's get there by means of GoAnimate logic.
Good idea, Arthur.
Wow, that was the best day I have ever had in my life, finally going on my favorite ride in Disneyland.
Now, what other ride are you thinking about going on next?
I was thinking, It's a Small World, my other favorite ride.
Alright then, let's head over there.
Mom, Dad, Arthur, DW, Kate, what are you all doing here?
What does it look like to you, Joseph Christopher Reed? You're in big trouble, not only for sneaking off to Disneyland, but also for hanging out with Karen and Arthur. We told you millions of times not to hang out with them because they're troublemakers. Let's go home now, using GoAnimate logic.
I was having the best moment of my entire life, but then you have to ruin the moment for me. How could you?
Joseph, that is enough. You're coming home with us, and that's final.
I don't want to go home, 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 I don't want to go home. I want to stay here at Disneyland.
Joseph.
No!
We're going home, you're grounded, and that is final. Don't, ever, hang out with troublemakers, anymore. Now, using GoAnimate logic, let's go home.
Go upstairs to your room now, and think about what you did. Your mother and I will discuss it with you in about 10 to 15 minutes.
Joseph Christopher Reed.
Stop it. Just stop it.
Alan, are you getting ready to head over to United Artists Theaters?
Not now. I need to finish this episode of Wonder Pets. It's one of the best shows in the world.
Well, Tony wanted to see the new Spider-Man film, and we bought tickets to the 3:30 show, and we need to be at the theater in about 45 minutes. So if you will hurry up and get ready, that will be helpful. My goodness, Alan, you seriously need to stop watching these silly baby shows, and watch something like The Simpsons, or The Office. Now, you need to get ready so that we don't end up arriving late.
But Mom, I don't want to go see the new Spider-Man film. I wanted to stay home and watch Wonder Pets, Coco Melon, and Super Simple Songs.
Alan, you're coming with us, and there are other things to see besides baby shows. And you might actually enjoy the new Spider-Man film.
I don't want to come see Spider-Man. I wanted to stay home and watch Wonder Pets. And that's final.
Alan, don't get us started with that childish behavior. You used to enjoy Spider-Man in the past, like just 3 years ago. Why don't you want to come see the new film?
I don't like Spider-Man. I wanted to watch Wonder Pets, because that is so much better than Spider-Man. So is Coco Melon, Super Simple Songs, and Baby Shark.
Alan, like I said, you need to get ready so that we can be at the theater on time. And besides, I think you're too old for those baby shows. Spider-Man is more fun to watch than Coco Melon and Super Simple Songs.
I want to stay home. I wanted 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 to stay home. Please, Mom, I wanted to stay home and watch more episodes of Wonder Pets, followed by Super Simple Songs and Coco Melon. Yeah.
Alan.
No!
We didn't hire a babysitter to look after you, number one, and number two, Tony wants the whole family to see Spider-Man. So come on, stop throwing your childish tantrums, and get ready so that we can leave on time.
Hey, don't call me childish. 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 How could you call me that? I'm 16 years old.
You're not staying home, you're coming with us, and yes, you are acting childish. Maybe if you would act your age for once, then I would not have to say that you're acting childish. Now, I don't want to ask you again,
but please get ready so that we can arrive at the theater on time and get a good seat. Now, if you behave yourself, then we can have dinner at Little Caesar's Pizza. How does that sound?
You know what, I really like that idea. I love Little Caesar's Pizza, my favorite in the world. I promise to behave myself at the theater.
I don't think Alan is going to behave himself while we're seeing Spider-Man. It's going to be so embarrassing.
The wheels on the car go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the car go round and round, all through the town.
I knew this was going to happen. I'm 13, and I don't sing that song anymore.
Joseph, will you please stop singing that song? You're embarrassing your brother.
But that is one of my favorite songs in the whole wide world. And I really miss being able to sing The Wheels on the Bus.
Oh great, here we go again. I have a feeling we're not going to make it to the theater on time.
I know you miss your childhood days, but we've talked about this numerous times before. I think it's a good idea that you move on from those days because you're 16 right now. And you'll be entering junior year of high school.
Please, I wanted to keep singing The Wheels on the Bus. It's my favorite song in the world.
Another thing, Alan. I need to concentrate on the road, so will you please be quiet?
No, I don't want to keep quiet. I wanted to keep singing The Wheels on the Bus until we have arrived at the theater.
Alan.
No!
This is going to be so embarrassing. I just know it.
I don't want to be quiet. I wanted to sing my favorite song in the world, and I am not too old to sing that song, just like I am not too old to watch CoComelon, Wonder Pets, super simple songs.
Alan, stop your childish tantrums, and this is why I had to pull over to the side of the road.
Don't call me childish, 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 don't call me childish. How could you call me childish? I'm 16 years old. Stop being an entitled Catherine.
Alan, for the love of Carl's Jr., stop calling me an entitled Catherine. That is not very nice. We're going to be late to the theater if you don't stop throwing your tantrums.
I wanted to go home. 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 I wanted to go home.
We're not going home. We're going to see Spider-Man, and I want you to be on your best behavior at the theater. If you throw a tantrum while at the theater, we will likely be asked to leave. Now, are you going to behave yourself?
I'm not going to stop crying until you take me home so I can watch Wonder Pets.
How much worse can this get? I think we should go see Spider-Man another time. And we should have a babysitter watch over Alan while Mom and I see Spider-Man.
Good afternoon, and welcome to United Artists Theater. What can I do for you today?
I would like to have 3 tickets for Spider-Man, Across the Spider-Universe.
I don't want to tell you this, but I have to. All of the show times for Spider-Man are sold out today. However, we have tomorrow at 12:30, 3:30, 6:30, and 9:30. Which one would you like?
I would like 2 tickets for the 3:30 show.
That will be $15 even.
I wanted to see Spider-Man.
Alan, you're not joining us to see Spider-Man tomorrow, because you made us late today. Instead, we're going to have a babysitter watch over you.
I wanted to see Spider-Man. 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 Yeah.
goodness, Joseph, what is the matter with you right now?
I'm really scared of the thunder. It woke me up, and it's 2 in the morning. It was really scary, and I do not like thunderstorms, especially in the middle of the night. They are really scary.
Oh, for crying out loud, you're 11 years old, and kids your age aren't scared of thunderstorms. Now, go back to bed and stop acting like a baby.
No, I will not go back to bed. I can't when there is a lot of thunder outside. Make it stop, make it stop, make it stop, make it stop, make it stop. I don't like the thunder.
Joseph, I'm serious. If you don't stop your childish tantrums and go back to bed, then you will be grounded even bigger time, and I will take away Coco Melon from you.
I'm sorry, Mom. It's just that I'm really scared right now. Can't you please get me a teddy bear to protect me from the scary thunderstorm?
Joseph, I am not in the mood. I am really getting tired of your childish behavior already. Besides, I think you're too old to have a teddy bear. Those are for preschool kids.
Well then, can I have nightlight, so I can be protected from the scary thunderstorm?
No! You don't need a nightlight anymore. You've been able to go without one before, and I think you're also too old for a nightlight. Besides, I think your friends will make fun of you if you have a nightlight. Now, I want you to go back to bed. I'll see you in the morning.
Okay, Mom, I promise to behave myself and go back to bed. Wait a minute, I think the thunderstorm is over. I can finally go back to bed. Tomorrow is going to be a big day. The scary thunder is back. Oh my goodness, I am so scared. I want my teddy bear and my nightlight. Please, help me from the scary thunderstorm. Why does it have to rain right now? Why, this is getting even more scary. Help, help, someone please help me. This scary thunder won't go away. Someone, give me my teddy bear and my nightlight.
Joseph Christopher Reed. After you promised not to act childish, you throw a really big temper tantrum.
No, I want you to save me from the scary thunderstorm.
Joseph, this is no reason to be screaming like a baby, especially in the middle of the night when we're trying to get some sleep.
For this, you will be grounded for 2 months, and this means the beginning of the school year. During this time, no Coco Melon, no super simple songs, no Wonder Pets. And as a matter of fact, you will not be watching those shows anymore, because you're too old to watch those shows.
Don't ground me, 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 don't ground me. And I especially don't want you taking Coco Melon away from me. I like that show. Wow.
Joseph, you're grounded, and that is final. Now go back to bed.
Stop it! Just stop it!
Somebody please stop this scary thunderstorm. I better go hide in the closet. At least I am safe from the scary thunderstorm. No way it can get me in the closet.
So, you must be Julie.
Yes, I'm Julie, and this is my youngest kid, Tony.
Nice to meet you, Tony. I'm Dave.
Nice to meet you as well, Dave.
Tony seems like a nice kid. Anyways, what would you like me to do while babysitting Alan, your oldest kid?
You can have lunch here at the house. In fact, I have leftover spaghetti from last night that you can finish off. Don't take him to any restaurant because he usually misbehaves whenever we go places. And also, make sure he isn't watching TV for several hours at a time.
Okay, I will do that. You and Tony have a fantastic time at Spider-Man.
Thank you, we will see you in about 3 hours. Take care.
Wow, I like Wonder Pets, now my new favorite show to watch, and it's been 2 hours since I started watching. I'm going to watch this show all day long.
Hello, Alan.
You must be Dave, right?
Yes, I am Dave. Are you watching Wonder Pets?
Yes, I am. And this is now my favorite show.
I like Wonder Pets too, but I have to ask you something. How long have you been watching today?
About 2.5 hours.
I think you've had enough time watching TV for now. You should do something else instead.
No, I don't want to stop watching Wonder Pets. This show is very good, and I can't stop watching this show.
Really? Are you going to start me with childish behavior? You're starting to bring back some bad memories of when I used to act this way.
Hey, don't call me childish. I'm 16 years old. Now, I would like you to let me finish this episode of Wonder Pets. Yeah.
My goodness, you're not embarrassing yourself, you're especially embarrassing me. Is this what I have to go through when I'm babysitting?
No, I'm crying because you're not letting me watch TV.
Hey, don't put words into my mouth. I never said that you can't watch TV. I'm saying that it's time to do something else because you've been watching Wonder Pets for more than 2 hours. I suggest you read a book or something.
I want to watch TV, 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 I want to watch TV. Please, I want to keep watching Wonder Pets. Yeah.
Alright, Alan, I'm going to give you 3 chances to behave yourself while I'm babysitting you. And if you continue acting this way, you will have used up all 3 chances, and I am calling your mother about your behavior. Now, like I said, I'm not saying you can't watch TV. All I am saying is you've been watching TV more than long enough, and I would like you to do something else instead. You know what? I've had enough of this childish nonsense. I'm going to start making lunch, and you better remember to behave yourself the rest of the time I'm babysitting you. Okay? And I also want you to turn off the TV.
Okay, Dave, I will behave myself.
I hope you keep your promise.
Great, now I can't watch Wonder Pets for the rest of the day. This is going to be so boring. I don't know what to do anymore. Wait a minute, I just remembered. I still have kids' books in my room. So I'm going to bring them downstairs and read them. You know what, I really like reading preschool books just as much as I like watching CoComelon and Wonder Pets.
Alan, lunch is ready.
Alright, time for some delicious spaghetti. Dave, before we dig into this delicious spaghetti, I would like to sincerely apologize for the way I was behaving earlier.
Alan, apology accepted. Also, I am happy that you were reading a book just now. Alan, I was thinking, would you like to watch Shining Time Station?
What's that?
It's a preschool show that aired on PBS from 1989 to 1993, with reruns airing until 1998. And it also features segments from Thomas and Friends.
Yes, I would like to watch that show. Especially since it features Thomas and Friends.
One fine morning, Thomas and his friends were out to help another engine named James. James was having some trouble leaving the train depot.
You know what, Dave? I'm actually starting to really like this show. I never knew that baby shows were this good back in the 90s.
See, I knew you were going to like this show.
Alan, we're home. Oh my goodness, what is it that you and Dave are watching? Is this Thomas and Friends?
This is actually Shining Time Station, and Dave grew up with this show when he was younger.
Wait a minute, I also remember that show. But I have to ask you, why are you two watching Shining Time Station?
It's because I like sharing my childhood memories, and I thought Alan would like this show.
I am surprised that Alan's babysitter also likes these baby shows.
Well, don't you think you're too old for these shows, even if they aired in the 90s? I think you should watch something else like The Simpsons.
Wait, Mom, what are you doing?
I turned the TV back on. We were not finished watching the episode. So turn the TV back on.
You don't need to watch Shining Time Station, because Alan, you're 16, and Dave, you're about 33. I should not have hired a babysitter who was going to let you watch baby shows.
This is the most embarrassing thing I have ever seen. I'm only 13 and I don't watch Thomas and Friends anymore.
Turn the TV back on, 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 turn the TV back on. Yeah.
Absolutely. No!
Not unless you decide to watch something like The Simpsons, Family Guy, Friends, or The Office.
You know what? I'm going to turn the TV back on myself. There, now you can let us finish this episode.
Hey, turn that back on.
Right. That's it.
Dave, get out of my house right now. You're such a bad influence on Alan, letting him watch these silly baby shows.
Actually, I am not babysitting this family again, because now I am starting to have memories of how my family used to treat me, by saying that I am too old for baby shows, when in fact, I am not. Especially because now that I drive the preschool bus.
I want Dave to come back. 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 Yeah.
No!
He's not going to be your babysitter anymore. Alan Peterson, instead, we're going to find someone else who will help you move on from those silly baby shows. Now go upstairs to your room. You're grounded.
Stop it. Just stop it.
Alan, can you please come downstairs for just a minute? There's something I need to talk with you about.
What is it, Mom?
Alan, I just wanted to tell you that I sincerely apologize for the way I treated you the other day when you and Dave were watching Shining Time Station. Because I still watch that show from time to time on the internet, and I actually like Shining Time Station a lot better than CoComelon.
Okay, Mom, I forgive you. I hope you won't do this to me again.
I'll try my best not to do that again. At the same time, you need to work on improving your behavior at some point. You can't be childish like this forever.
Okay.
That being said, I was thinking, to make up for what happened the other day, let's have lunch somewhere. Where are you thinking about going?
I'm thinking, let's go to In-N-Out Burger.
Sounds like a good plan. Let's get into the car, everyone.
I hope this will not be embarrassing this time around.
Good afternoon, and welcome to In-N-Out. How may I take your order today?
Yes, I would like a hamburger with french fries and a water.
And I would like the cheeseburger combo meal.
And I would like the double combo with a chocolate shake.
Will that be all for you?
Yes.
For here, or to go?
For here.
Your total is going to be $23.75. Your number is 83, and we will get that ready for you in about 10 to 15 minutes. $83, your order is ready. $83, your order is ready.
All right, guys, our food is ready. I will be right back. Oh no, Alan, your chocolate shake fell on the floor.
Yeah.
Alan, don't you worry, everything is going to be all right. I have to think of something to make up for this.
I cannot believe my chocolate shake is on the floor, and I can't have it. Why?
Alan, that isn't exactly true. Stop being so childish, and then I am going to tell you what I'm going to do.
I want another chocolate shake, 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 I want another chocolate shake.
Alan, seriously. You've got to keep your voice down in public. This is why you've been embarrassing yourself and the family whenever we go places. Now, listen very closely. I'm going to get you another chocolate shake.
Really? You're going to do that?
Yes, I am. And as a matter of fact, it's not going to cost anything at all. I'm going to inform the cashier what just happened a moment ago.
That sounds really good.
I'll be back in about 5 minutes.
Can I help you with something?
Yes. I accidentally dropped my son's chocolate shake, and he is really upset right now. I would like a replacement, please.
Sure thing, I will get that out in the next minute or so. Wait for me.
Alright, Alan, here's your new chocolate shake. Now, let's all dig into these delicious burgers.
Mom, thank you so much for the new chocolate shake. And in particular, thank you for taking us to In-N-Out Burger for lunch.
No problem.
Julie, I'm going to go into the kitchen to make dinner. Will you watch the baby in the meantime?
Yes, I will.
All right then, I will let you know once dinner is ready.
Alan, you're very adorable. And I cannot wait to watch you grow up. Anyways, I will put on some lullabies, and then Baby Einstein. You're so adorable, aren't you, Alan? I know you really like this music. After dinner, let's play peekaboo. Where's Alan? Peekaboo. Let's do it one more time. Ready? Where's Alan? Where's Alan? Where could he be? Peekaboo.
Julie, dinner is ready.
All right, Mommy is going to have some dinner right now.
Julie, what is it that you need help with regarding Alan?
It's just that Alan just turned 2 years old. He isn't making any eye contact whatsoever. He can't talk or even make typical baby noises. He is staring at the numbers on the clock pretty much most of the day. However, he is writing math problems on the chalkboard. Please, I want to know what's going on.
Julie, based on what you're saying to me and what I have observed with Alan's behavior, he has autism.
And what is that?
It means that while he is intelligent in a lot of ways, he is having a difficult time in social situations, and with social interactions. But I have some good news. If you're willing to put in the work, we will help Alan so that he can be able to at least be okay when he goes out into the real world. Another thing, Alan also has attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, so we will work with him on that as well. Well then, I am more than willing to work with you. I want Alan to be able to do well when he is older, especially once he finishes high school and goes on to college.
Sounds good with me. We'll stay in touch, and we can figure out when you would like to schedule an appointment to start working with Alan. Tony, you're so adorable. We're very happy you're now part of the family.
I agree with you, Julie. We could not have asked for anything better. We're so glad to have Tony in our family. And we cannot wait to watch him grow up.
Lee, you have the most kind words I have ever heard. Alan, we are here because it is time for your applied behavior analysis therapy appointment.
Alan, are you ready? Mommy will pick you up in an hour.
No.
Wow, Alan just said his first word. At least, he is making progress. But because he avoids eye contact a lot of the time, and focuses on the numbers on the clock, my recommendation for you, Julie, is find him a daycare, specifically one for those with special needs.
I guess that can work. Do you know of any daycare centers in GoAnimate City that will accept those with special needs?
I can think of 3 at the moment. First, you could try to enroll him in Hilltop Daycare. If that doesn't work, there's Busy Bee Play School. And last but not least, there's GoAnimate Montessori. I'm sure there are others around. You can look for them online. Have a good day, Mrs. Peterson. I wish I can work with Alan more, but at this point, it seems impossible. Especially with his temper tantrums.
I really like playing with these toys. I really like playing the drums. I really like playing the xylophone.
Well, a 6-year-old playing with preschool toys? How unusual. You should be playing with toys that are more for your age.
I just began playing with toys. I like playing the drum. I like playing the xylophone.
My goodness, you're such a big baby.
Hey, leave my brother alone. He never played with toys before.
I don't know who you are, but this kid is playing with preschool toys while he's 6 years old. How embarrassing.
Don't worry, Alan. Tony is going to play with you.
My goodness, this is very embarrassing.
Wow, I really like how Disneyland looks.
I knew you would like this place, Alan.
Now, what ride are you thinking about going on?
Casey Jr. Circus Train.
My goodness, a kid who's 9 years old, still in a stroller? How unusual. He is too old to be in a stroller.
Excuse me, but who are you to talk about our kid like that? This is a custom-made stroller that we built because he still wanders off a lot of the time.
Does it look like it matters? I think that kid is actually 3 years old, and he is unusually tall for his age. That's why the stroller is the way it is.
Hey, I want you to leave us alone. We want to enjoy our time here at Disneyland, and you're ruining the moment.
Okay, fine, but just remember, this kid isn't a baby anymore, so he doesn't actually need to be in a stroller.
Let's ignore what she just said to us, and enjoy our time at Disneyland.
Casey Jr. Circus Train, here we come.
Kids, I have an announcement to make. I just got hired to be a pilot for Southwest Airlines.
Dad, congratulations.
Why thank you, Tony. Anyways, what I need to say is that I'm not going to be around for much of the year because I'm going to be flying passengers across the country. Alan, what's the matter?
Daddy, I don't want you to leave. Please.
Daddy is going to be away for just a few months, and that's all. Don't worry. But I have to fly passengers for Southwest Airlines.
Why do I have to attend class, even though there's a lockdown? I could be watching my favorite shows from when I was 3 years old, and I really miss being a kid. Wait, why is my voice changing all of a sudden? Somebody please help me.
Yeah. My goodness, Alan, what is the matter with you now?
Mom, I don't want my voice to get lower, number 1, and number 2, I don't want to attend class while the schools are closed due to the lockdown.
Alan, you need to realize that you can't be a kid forever, and at your age, boys' voices get lower. That's just part of life. Also, you don't want to have any unexcused absences, even though we're still on lockdown.
I want to be a kid, 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 I want to be a kid. I want to keep watching my favorite baby shows. And I don't like middle school.
Alan, stop it. And get back to your online class. You're 13 years old now, and you need to stop your childish behavior.
Well, Alan, I don't want to tell you this but I have to.
This summer, my family and I are moving to California.
And why is that?
My dad just got a job at Google headquarters, and we're going to be moving 2 weeks after the school year ends.
Really? You've got to be kidding me.
No, I'm telling you the truth. I'm going to miss you next school year, Alan. And I really liked watching baby shows with you.
I'm especially going to miss being able to go to your house on the weekends to watch CoComelon. Now I'm not going to have anyone to watch CoComelon with me anymore. This is going to be very lonely. Yeah.
I know you're going to miss me. But sometimes, you need to understand that your friends may move to another city. But don't worry, we'll still be in touch, and I can still visit GoAnimate City because my extended family is still here.
Don't move away, 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 don't move away.
Alan, I'm not going to buy you CoComelon school supplies because like I told you a gazillion Googleplex times, you're too old for CoComelon, and I don't want people in your classes to be making fun of you.
I want CoComelon school supplies, 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 I want CoComelon school supplies. Yeah.
Stop it. Just stop it.